Hello, good afternoon, my amazing Naija people. Welcome back to the second episode of Being Nigerian, aka the Spirit of Niger. We are empowering narratives, and we are lifting the voices of Niger. Welcome back. I celebrate us. I celebrate her perseverance spirit. I celebrate the resilient spirit. I celebrate our ever jolly spirit. I this show through I celebrate the creativity of Nigerians home and abroad through these inspiring stories, engaging conversations, and beautiful music. We aim to highlight the power of collaboration and the rich cultural heritage that connects us all. Thank you so much for tuning in to Be Nigerian Talk Show. I love you all. As always, this show means a lot to us. We will keep bringing you more quality episodes, more beautiful connections, knowledgeable conversations. I hope you'll be tuning in always. And now today I'm co-hosting the show with a great personality, someone that I love so greatly, someone that I so much admire. If someone should be called support, courage, I will gladly call this man those two words. This man is who he says he is. I want posterity to know that there was a man that said to me, Nyema, wherever I put my foot, put it there, step your foot in that place. This man has not only hold my hands, he has shown me the path and how to tread on that path. They call him Massive Mark, but I call him Massive Mark with a massive heart. People, welcome
Whoa.
Mark Godwin Iwenjua. Thank you so much,
Wow,
Massive Mark.
wow,
Thank
wow,
you,
wow.
thank
Name,
you so much.
I'm going to call you Diva Yema Benson. Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, this is Being Nigeria viewers. Being Nigeria is the spirit. That's the spirit of Nigerians. That's
That's just it.
who we are. And Yema has started this beautiful footnote of putting it out in a very positive way. Yema, thank you. I appreciate the
Thank you.
introduction. Yes. So, beautiful people, we'll go on a small break. And listen, you don't want to miss this edition. You don't want to miss every part of it. But let's see you on the other end. Thank you.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back, my amazing Nigerian people. We are always and always going to be Nigerian. There is nothing else we're going to be doing here than always being Nigerian. And before we introduce our beautiful and wonderful guest today, I would like to thank the partners of this of Being Nigerian Talk Show, Me Program and SSM Media Network. Now, Me Program is an acronym for Mind Shift Employment and Empowerment Initiative. It's a world-class business hub that broadens our horizons to business conferences, women in business and empowerment, startup incubator, community services, business breakfast, me conference, entrepreneurship training, mentorship, and a lot more. This October, from the 23rd to 26th, me program is organizing a World Business Summit, bringing together top investors from around the world for a common goal: economic growth and development. If you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, or even looking to start up a new business, or still yet to decipher, do not miss out on this global opportunity and also the largest meeting point for global buyers and sellers. Log into their website on www.meconference.org. I'm going to have to put that on the screen for a long time for you to get. I say again, www.meconference.org. Or you can send an email to nyemabensonekon@gmail.com. nyemabensonekon@gmail.com. A big thank you also to SSM Network. That's my partner, Schengen Media Story. for hosting this Be Nigerian talk show. They tell the news of Africa and international news just the way it happened. No sugarcoating, no additives, just the way it says it. They have been on air for decades now, and they have the best global broadcasters with ample amount of experience around the world. Please follow SSM on YouTube. Watch, share, comment, like, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to click on that notification button so you can also follow up for our subsequent events. Thank you. Also, Massive Mac, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Beautiful introduction to all the media partners. Me program, Schengen Story have been doing this, and we're all part of this beautiful concept of being Nigeria, putting out Nigerians in a positive light. The book is also still on Amazon. Get the copy of your book, the Being Nigerian book, written by Yema Benson Akon. Beautiful book, gives a beautiful story of who we are as Nigerians. You know, all our parts, different aspect of what makes a Nigerian. Thank you, Yema. Thank you for what you do. Yes. So it's back to you.
Much. Thank you so much, Massive Mac. Thank you so much. Also today, we do not want to take much of a time because right here in Be Nigerian Talk Show, we just make it sharp and mind-blowing. So our guest today is an inspirational icon. I love this man. I know he has so much in stock for us today. He has over 28 years of diaspora leadership experience, the longest serving Nigerian diaspora leader representing the interest of over 20 million Nigerians in the diaspora. He was a senatorial candidate of Federal Republic of Nigeria to represent Delta North in 2023 general election. He actively participated in the presidential campaign organization of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. There's a lot more to say about this wonderful guest of ours, but I beg to punctuate this mind-blowing profile for the sake of time. I'm sure he's going to tell us a lot more about himself and what he has been doing for Nigerians in the diaspora and at home as well. Please join me in welcoming Honorable Keneth Chibuogwu Gbandi. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Thank you so much. I'm happy to have you on Be Nigerian Talk Show.
Thank you, Noah, for having me on your program. I've been following up your program on YouTube, and the exciting editions, of course, coming from a media partner, Massive Marco, I call a one-man army. So I can't expect anything but the best. So thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you so much, sir. You're welcome. Massive Marco, over to you.
Yes, thank you. I'm excited here, and when you're excited, sometimes you don't know how to reach out. But this is Keneth Chibuogwu Gbandi. I call him the poster boy for Nigerians in diaspora. You like it or not, but that's what the man you're seeing in that screen, that's who he is. Keneth Chibuogwu Gbandi has done a lot for the Nigerian community. He has been out there selflessly putting out energy, putting out inputs, efforts, and everything to build the Nigerian diaspora community. So, Chairman Keneth Gbandi, to address you like that, how do the Nigerians living abroad begin this contribution to making development in Nigeria? How do we start this whole plan, contributing to Nigeria, though we are outside Nigeria?
Well, I think, how do I put it? Basically, the Africans, not only Nigerians, the Africans living outside the shore of Africa, have been identified, have been recognized as a powerhouse, a power community globally in the development of African continent. So it's little wonder that the African Union recognized the diaspora as the sixth region of Africa. Of course, Africa is divided into 5 regions, but constitutionally, the diaspora has been, recognized as the sixth region of Africa, and this is because they recognize the potentials of what the Africans in the diaspora, can do. The International Organization of Migration, they refer to the Africans in diaspora as the first mover, because they believe that these people who have left the shores of their land with a lot of experiences, and now they are in international scene, have gathered a lot of experiences, and that is why they believe that the diaspora can play a very great role in development of Africa. And this is not surprising, because if you look at the Indians, the Israelis, the Palestinian community, the Pakistani community, and so on and so forth, the diasporans have been playing a lot of role. So it is not surprising that following this mindset, this concept, that Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, administration decided to organize the diaspora, to see how they can have a structured, input in the homeland development. And that is why we have the organization called NIDO, that they started under Obasanjo. And of course, you can debate it as much as you want. We believe that the Obasanjo administration has been one of the most successful administration in Nigeria, or government in Nigeria, since return to democracy. And this could be this could explain, or this could be seen for the area of diasporans in his government, either as advisors, as ministers, or head of agency. So the diaspora, how can we start, how can we contribute to homeland development? The motto of NIDO is in search of homeland development, and it's not a secret that the diaspora, even without any structured organization, has been contributing to the homeland development of Nigeria. Statistically, out of every 10 families in Nigeria, about 7 of them have somebody in diaspora, directly or indirectly. And if you compare the household income, if you compare the development of this household, you realize that those people with those families with somebody in diaspora, they fare better than the rest of the family, because through the the diaspora, they get extra income to help to pay the bills, whether it's electricity bill, whether it's a house rent, and the rest of them. So the zeal to contribute to homeland development has been organized under the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization, NIDO. The idea is not only our remittances. Yeah, talk of remittances. It is well documented that between 2013 to 2017, going down to 2021, that the diaspora remittances has kept Nigeria from bankruptcy. It means that the amount of money that Nigerians are sending to Nigeria, whether through the official or unofficial channels, have helped to keep this country, keep this country alive. And that is why Nigeria has not gone into bankruptcy. But most importantly, and we always emphasize that apart from the remittances, which is the financial aspect of it, Nigerians have the greatest community in the world in terms of educated community, in terms of professionals. And so one of the best export back to Nigeria that diasporans are also bringing is the human capital, the knowledge transfer. Go from Delta State to Lagos State to Ondo State to Akwa Ibom State. You see that we have trade missions, we have IT training, we have a medical doctors mission, and so on and so forth. And so the diasporans are experts, like the International Migration. We are the experts, we're the first movers when it comes to development, whether it's in agricultural sector, whether it's in the IT sector, whether it's in remittances and the rest of them. We just need to begin to see how we can have a strong synergy with the Nigerian government, and so that the diaspora the input and the knowledge and the know-how of the diaspora could be well utilized in Nigeria. That's where the missing point is, and I'm hoping that we'll get it.
Okay, the missing point, but we will get it. I trust you, Keneth Gbandi. Keneth, I'm sorry, I have to put this question. While we started, comments started flowing in, so we have comments coming from different corners, and one of the comments is, please, we really want to know who Keneth Gbandi is. Now, for official reason, let's hear who you are. Let's know who you are, sir. Tell us. We know who you are, but for being official now, let's hear you, Keneth.
Well, I think Norma did a very good. I hope it's Norma. I hope I'm pronouncing
yes,
it very well.
Inyama, you're right, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, good there.
You already did justice to that. Of course, I
Yes.
would say I'm the last in the family of 10. I hail from Akuku Ibu. the local government area of Delta State. I've been in Europe in the last 28 years, in search of, do you say greener pastures or yellow pastures? I don't know. Of course, I've been active within the Nigerian community in the past 15 years. From the Nigerian community, Hamburg, to Nigerians in Diaspora Organization, German chapter NIDO, to the continental leadership of Nigerians in Diaspora Europe. Within this time, we have tried to put everything we can to make sure that we flag the green white flag, the spirit of Nigeria, like you call it, and that everybody knows that we are there. We are Nigerians. We don't hide ourselves. And that led me to establish the first African magazine in Germany called African Heritage Magazine, and also establish the longest running TV series in German TV till date. And of course, so we have the media. We are actually a colleague in the media. We have the TV branch, we have the magazine branch, we have the online branch. And was actually elected into the Senate Information Council, where I chaired the anti-discrimination committee, helped to draft the what we call the migration policy of the state of Hamburg. Went back to Nigeria in the last general election, where we tried to represent Delta North under the platform of ADC, to actualize all these great things we've learned in the diaspora, and see how we can help strengthen democracy in Nigeria. And yet, I frequent between Nigeria and Germany, still in search of follow-up development. And then I'm a humble, selfless servant. I believe that service is the best thing you can give humanity when you are a servant leader. And so we are still serving the country. We are still serving the people.
We're still serving the country, serving the people. Niyema, I'm sorry. Like I said earlier, comments are flowing in. When this man moves, viewers, when this man moves, you have a beehives of people that move with him. So I'm on my screen here are different things. So I'm trying to make out some of this thing. Daniel Deji Ayodele is saying, nice to have you here, sir. So that's for you, Honorable Keneth Gbandi. One question before I I hand over to the host. My own question from this corner is, have we so far had some successful diaspora projects and collaborations with Nigeria? Have we had some real tangible projects?
Well, I think it depends on from which angle you're looking at. Okay. I just give example that we've been having the diaspora day since only God knows, since the past 11, 12 years. And we have a medical mission in Nigeria. I am aware that we have one of the biggest. I think it's somewhere in the western states, either or I can't remember for sure. They have one of the biggest diaspora solar farm. I remember that also, as far back as the first diaspora day, they have a solar village in Niger State. But the biggest was when we secured about 2.6 billion US dollar. That was supposed to run a housing project in Nigeria, building up to 650,000 housing unit across the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Unfortunately, that project did not fly. Also, we have the diaspora registration, which is actually an arm of NIN. I'm sure that most Nigerians can freely register in the diaspora without traveling back to Nigeria, because of course, even as we speak today, it's mandatory. You have that before you register, you have your new passport. These are all diaspora collaborated projects with the federal government of Nigeria. Some are still in the pipeline. We're having a week in Nigeria and for Nigeria coming up, and I see a lot of projects from the renovation of a police station to the boreholes, to solar farms, to ICTC by the Native Americans, and so on and so forth. So yes, we'll have a lot of successes in terms of business delegation. We'll have a lot of successes in terms of projects across the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As a NIDO, that's have to have covered the whole of Nigeria. still sketchy because the way NIDO is organized, the NIDO Oceania, the NIDO Africa, the NIDO Europe, and so on and so forth. They all have their various projects, done in different areas and different times. So yes, we have some success stories already.
Yes, we have some success stories. It gladdens our heart to hear this. Nigerians in diaspora, when we hear that, yes, some real good collaborations, projects are going on our behalf, and we're glad to hear this. Let's go on a short break, Chairman, and we'll be back. The host takes it from there, but we'll be back in a while.
Okay, welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to Be Nigerian Talk Show. Welcome back. We are just doing nothing than just being Nigerian, being ourselves and being our true self, which is with the spirit of Naija. Okay, sir. Honorable sir, thank you, Mr. Mark. Thank you. Welcome back. Honorable Sir Kenneth, let me call you that way. I'm really glad that you're here. I really appreciate your presence for honoring this talk show. It's amazing. It means a lot to us. So please, I don't know. Are there policies and initiatives that has been out there to encourage diaspora investment in Nigeria? Are there already policies and initiatives out there already that encourages diaspora investment in Nigeria?
Yes, we have the National Investment Summit, supposed to be the Diaspora Investment Summit, being chunked out under the office of NITCOM. I think this should be the third, fourth edition. I was privileged to be one of the dignitaries that launched the first edition in Aso Rock. Then, the policy is envisaged to make investment from the diaspora much easier. But unfortunately, like I said, it's supposed to have kicked off under a robust and NITCOM engagement with the diaspora, where we are supposed to have in every mission a diaspora officer that will be responsible to facilitate investment and trade to Nigeria. Unfortunately, we are not there yet, or this instrument has not been fully utilized. But of course, we have the NITCOM, we have the various what we call the various focal persons in each of the states that are supposed to liaise with NITCOM and the indigenes of that state in the diaspora. The essence of it is to make a diaspora investment, or to make investing in investors from diaspora much easier. But like I said, unfortunately, we have not been enjoying the full flair of that instrument because of the lack of robust engagement between diaspora and NITCOM.
Okay, I think I would just say I am very positive about this. That is going to, of course, come up in due time. Nigeria is still very young. We cannot like the US. The US is very old. They've been able to do a lot of things, for a very long time. So I cannot. Of course, we will get there. So I'm very positive that with someone like you, sir, in that part, that of course Nigeria will come out. We are going to enjoy this to the fullness of it. Okay, I'm very positive, sir. Thank you so much. And so I saw this month you had an event in Germany. It's called, I think it was called, you actually led the event. It's called Diaspora Delegation to Global North-South Cooperation, right? Renewable energy and waste management in Germany. I saw that. Is that true, sir?
Correct.
Sure. And I think I really enjoyed watching everything. The technology was so amazing. Can Nigerians benefit from this? Like, it's something we can benefit from as well.
Yes, actually, I led a delegation from Nigeria. It's basically organized by one of the African mayors, one of the first Black mayors in Germany, for that matter. Not global North and global South, collaboration. Of course, part of the diaspora engagement, like you asked before, part of the instruments, or part of the initiative is to bring in diasporans that actually been living in Europe, in America, back to to invest, to look at the best international possibilities and best practices in abroad, and they bring them down home. And so the idea is not only to look at the waste management from the perspective of the Germans, how they've been able to achieve that, but also to see how we can replicate that also in Nigeria. And most importantly is that we have this idea of the twin city, where you have a partner in Germany. Of course, we narrowed it down to the local government area. So you have a partner from German local government area, where you share basically, best practices from this local government area, and see exactly how we can duplicate such a global initiative. We have representatives from Nigeria, especially from diaspora in US, from Switzerland, from Germany, and also from a couple of people from Nigeria that also participated in this conference. And I'm happy that we've been able to to initiate talk with one of the biggest solar company in Germany, who is looking that is looking forward to working with us in Nigeria to provide a smart solar solutions for household in Nigeria.
This is very empowering. So I like that.
Very,
So
very,
now, in the spirit of collaboration, the spirit of connecting, the spirit of Niger, I think I like what you said. And one of our partners here, Me Program, is all about what you're doing. It's a big business up here in Turkey, and they've organized a very big conference between Nigeria and Turkey of recent. Like, I think this month it was very huge, sir. They had the governor of your state was present. A lot of top investors, around 12. They went with 12 investors from Turkey and around the world to Nigeria. So that's very huge. So, sir, I'm also showing this initiative to you for you to be a part of this initiative. Like, this is still about the diaspora businesses, and we want to like make impact, give back to our community back at home in Nigeria. And also, of course, I know right now Nigeria is not where we want to be. Of course, I am very positive about that because we have this resilient spirit, this specific. Look at you, sir. I'm so happy for what you're doing for Nigerians in the diaspora and also back home. I really appreciate your efforts, sir. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Yes, let's take some comments are flying like we said earlier. There's Malvin Futi. Malvin Futi says, what about African Americans and other diasporans who were dispersed around the world via the Atlantic slave trade? I think Malvin is going a little bit wider, but do you want to say anything about that, Keneth Gbandi?
Yes, I think we said the United Nations have what we call the year of the diaspora decade. And what they mean by that is that the recognition of the Africans, irrespective of where they are staying, the whole of throughout the world, in recognizing the contributions of the diasporans, the Africans in particular, to the global development. And in this line, we started the initiative, or not we encouraged the initiative where we said that the year of the diaspora returns, where we encourage the diasporans, which Marvin is talking about in the US, in Australia, in South America, to trace their roots back home. And of course, if you follow up in the social media, prominent Americans have actually traced their roots back to Ghana. And we have a couple of also documentaries about some great United States, citizens that have put their route to Badagry in Lagos. And so yes, we are seeing to how we can expand this movement, this the year of the Great Diaspora Return, for our citizens in the diaspora to begin to trace back their roots to Africa and bring in their best know-how and their best global practices to begin to implement it in Nigeria. Like I said, the diaspora are the first movers, having stayed long in those different countries. They've built connections politically, economically. It's time to bring it back to Nigeria. Of course, like our great host in
Iyema.
that we are going to get there. Of course, most of us are. We are actually optimistic, or that we won't be doing that, but we are getting impatient because they want to come, but the country is not helping matter. where you have election being stolen, election fraud, and the rest of them, where you're having your investment, being mopped up without any justification. It's not encouraging, but that is not a reason that to say we are going to give up. So we're still fighting, but we're expecting that those people will come back as soon as we have a good leaders, as soon as have a good business environment. I'm sure that the number of them are going to go up.
Sure.
The number of them are going to go up. Yema, we can't. I mean, 30 minutes is not enough to be with Honorable Keneth Gbandi. I mean, comments are coming in. There's so much to talk about. So, Honorable, you're going to make our time next. We're going to have a part 2 of this. Yema, what do you say?
Of course, definitely. I would like to have you to always.
Yes.
You have so much to give to us.
Yes. Malvin Futi says thanks. Says tell him to be in touch. And he's putting out his email out there, mfute242020.com. Okay. Thank you, Malvin.
Thank you, Marvin. I'll note it down and I'll definitely get in contact. It's a promise.
Yes. Yes. We also have comments flying from the WhatsApp. So, but because it's on our phone, we probably will send it to you so that on that part 2, you address some of the questions they're asking. Thank you very much, Honorable Keneth. It's nice to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Now, let me also say this, Honorable Keneth. Yema Benson, this is her concept, be Nigeria. Now, what we're trying to do is this. We really don't. We have the people somehow portray us to be bad, terrible people, set of people, and we're not. We have great, wonderful people like you from our country. So what we want to do, we're holding the bull by the horn. We want to just put out the great side of Nigeria and let the world see, So, and nobody can do this but we ourselves. So this is what Yema is doing. Yema, talk more about being Nigeria.
Yema, tell people that Nigeria are one of the most beautiful people in the world.
Yes.
And
we are.
Our ladies are not only beautiful but brain. They are brainy.
Yes.
They are doing
our men. Oh my!
Anytime, any day, I'm proud to be a Nigerian man.
Very proud to be Nigerian. Nigeria for life.
All
Definitely.
Right. Okay. Yema, back to you.
Let me just do a quick one. And being Nigerian is a book I wrote about a boy that went to Johannesburg. We know the story of South Africa and Nigeria. So my aim was to try to see how I could bring peace between these two African countries I so much care about. So it's actually what is happening that the boy went there and was stereotyped for being Nigerian, not the bad side. You're this, you're that, a fraudster, you're this, all the negative stereotypes we get for being Nigerian. But guess what? He, in spite of all the stereotypes, he was an academia. He was very intelligent. He came like he was coming out so well in all his class, in his project, and even at that, he didn't let the negative stereotypes bring him down. He was still showing the spirit of Nigeria. So this is what I just want to show to the world, that no matter what we are going through in Nigeria, no matter the hardship, we will still come out better, because that's just who we are. We are just being Nigerian anywhere we go, being intelligent, being super creative, being super resilient. That's just what we are. So that's just why I'm bringing this up. So my book is available on Amazon, Being Nigerian, The Spirit of Nigeria. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Seller. It's on Bambi Books. Please do well to get a copy and read, and let's just share this wonderful story of Nigerians. Thank you.
Nice. Yema, please, before we go, I mean, I wish I could stop, but Honorable Keneth brought this in. The crowd is coming, viewers are checking in. So there's Omotola Oluwadamire Simi. He says, amazing profile, sir. We are honored to have you. Nice.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you so much.
Sign. Good. So you're coming back, Honorable Keneth. You are coming back here. We
By
need
God's
you.
grace.
Sure.
Inshallah.
All right.
Inshallah.
Yema, I think we have to pull the plug. Go ahead.
Yes, a quick one, please. And viewers, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and click that notification button so you get to hear more of this Being Nigerian talk show. Thank you very much. And I so much celebrate my Niger people, wherever you're watching from, UK, the UK, USA, Naija, my ever jolly people. I celebrate you for tuning in to Be Nigerian Talk Show. I love you. We
Nice.
love you. Stay tuned and please click next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.